Good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is when you get this. I keep hearing like someone wants to love you. Because how I got this, right? So my name is Dr. Cheryl Meyer. I'm a psychologist. But I do my best to keep my life really quiet. And I highly recommend it. And by quiet, I mean like don't watch TV hardly ever. You know, I don't have normal TV, but I don't well, I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, but how can you stop the outer chatter in your outer world? And then the next discipline is stopping it in your inner mind. Not stopping it, because if you try to press it down, then it just presses back up. But you learn how to be disciplined to watch it, like you're watching these clouds, right? All of these are like thoughts, right? And you just watch them and you start experiencing yourself as the observer of them. But I'll get to the fun part is, so I woke up and I was hearing this Jackson 5 song, you know, old song, but it was like, got to be there in the morning when she says hello to the world. I've got to be there so she knows that when she's with me, she's home, right? And so, like they say, home is where the heart is. And look at this trail. Look at that. There's the ocean right over here. Let's see if we can peek it from here. But even if you think of that this video is crossing your path, it's such a gift. Okay, so there's a valley down below, and then there's the ocean right through there, the other side of that. We'll get it a clearer look, I think, if I walk fast while I talk. So, there are all these ways that we get insecure, right? There are all these ways that we get insecure where we get scared in life. And so we grab what we want. I think there's a Depeche Mode song, like grabbing hands, grab all they can. Everything counts in large amounts, you know. So what we do is we try to grab for whatever's loud. And whatever says, I'll help you. So it's just like this bottle, you know, this toxic person or toxic behavior or, you know, just old habit. We go back to old habits so we don't even have to realize that they're toxic. A lot of times it's so subconscious because if our parents gave us minimal, you know, whatever they could give us by the level of their consciousness. You know, and I always say I welcome all religions, but totally do. What I think of when Jesus said, and Eckhart totally kept quoting Jesus on the cross when he says, forgive them, they know not what they're doing. And it doesn't mean excuse them. It means they still need forgiveness. They're still trespassing on us, on our property, on the law of love, you know. We're called to love. All of us are called to love. Like, it feels so good to open your heart and love and let love just flow through you. God is love. It says, beloved, that's you. We're the beloved. Let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loves is born of God, like, and knows God, because God is love. So when you're in the vibration of love, real love, you're knowing God. Hold on one second. Hello. You can think about that for a second while I show the trail. Learn how to get really present with yourself. Oh, I think you can see the ocean. That's the ocean. So what I'm teaching you seems really, really simple. And like, oh, hi. Morning. It's so worth like just connecting with people no matter where you are, you know. And so it seems really simple. So it seems like, oh, why am I watching this? But it's these simple things that we throw away that will change your whole life, Otherwise I wouldn't keep making these things, you know, these videos for everybody. Because I'm definitely not doing it for the accolades, because I'm getting zero. Not zero, but you know, hardly any for almost 3 years. But I don't care, because I know that there's a deeper purpose inside, and I know even if I make these and no one watched them at all, you know, it's transforming the consciousness of this. Like I'm bringing healing into the world. Oh, there's a verse that I saw in the Psalms that says, He heals the brokenhearted and gives you medicine to heal others. Hi. That's what you're doing out here. Well, okay. All right. So the consciousness that our parents had, we usually, like, let's say they loved us on a level 2 out of 10, you know, and that was the best they could do at that time because they didn't have a higher consciousness. Well, then we can just automatically keep loving ourselves at a level 2 instead of a level 8 or 9 or 10, you know, letting that love flow through us. 1 second. Hi. My camera's going that way. Hi. I'm making a video. All right. Okay. Those were kids. They're so cute. I'm so protective. Kids. Anyway, well, that's what I'm talking about, right? Is when we were kids. And so you get used to a certain level of love. And it's like, when you forgive them, you recognize, forgive them, they know not what they're doing. You recognize that, wait, I'm forgiving means I was worth having more love. Like, there was meant to be more love, more beauty, more silence, less chaos, more tenderness in my life, more of what the Jackson 5 were singing about, you know, even though, anyway, got to be there in the morning when she says hello to the world. I've got to be there. Like, when I look in her eyes, I realize I need her sharing this world beside me, you know? I don't want to, you guys can look up their lyrics. I don't want to, I'm just quoting them right now. But, and so, look, okay, that's the first thing my eyes went to. Like, if I wasn't quiet in my heart, and I didn't practice quiet every day, then it would be a closed area. I wouldn't hear these sweet things. I wouldn't hear them. They're not. There's the ocean. I love the ocean because I just feel like I can let everything else, we can let everything go in that, you know. And there's the valley. So sometimes we're in the valley, right, down below. And sometimes we're on top of the world, top of a mountain, you know. Morning. Morning. So someone wants to love you. Of course, I can say that someone is divine love, but that someone could also be you. You know, you are a soul in a body here. It could also be other people, but create a closed area. If we say, oh, I'm only allowed to have level 2 out of 10 of love, we do it subconsciously. Because we don't trust, if we let go of, it's so like this, okay? Just so you can understand and have compassion for yourself so that you can transform, don't make yourself transform, but have compassion and it changes things. Is like if you, I saw him earlier, if you were like a child and you had a bottle of milk, and you weren't hungry anymore, but you went to that bottle because you kept not getting love. You wanted to be held. We need to be held as little ones, And so they just gave you a bottle instead of holding, or it was just in there, or, something for you to play with or something. Nowadays, the little kids regulate themselves with iPhones and stuff, And so it's like if you learn to take that, because every time you let go of the bottle, to reach out your arms for love, the love wasn't there. And so how do you think you got habituated to take a bottle, because you keep not trusting that something better is going to be there. But I was hearing in my heart, because I have problems. I have, people that I know that are going through cancer and all sorts of things right now, God heal them. Love heal them, But, or, help us to live each moment and love deeply so that we enjoy also every moment with these people. But so it's not easy. It's not like, oh, this is just some easy thing for me to cultivate quiet in my life. But it's worth it because I hear just the most beautiful things to give to you so that I'm not taking from the world anymore. I'm not taking like a victim forever like I was before. You don't have to either. You don't have to be a victim. This is what I was getting yesterday for you guys. I was praying for you. I just have a practice now, but because I want you to be the best equipped in your life, and so what I was getting in the quiet was, trust me, let go of the things that you keep filling yourself up with, because it's like if you had a loving mother and father and you're like, nope, peace out, I don't want, I remember someone doing that actually that peaced out in my life. That's so weird, that just, your subconscious. And so it's like, if you would rather have the quote security of this thing, I keep wondering why I have this today. It's like, I'd rather hold on to this but if you let it go, you can have the love of a loving mother and father, like that would have all the milk forever. You know what I mean? They have so much ready for you. Because they're loving and they provide and they're protective and it's like, and once you know this vibration, you just have it to give to other people, and you are a healer in this world instead of taking, because we don't realize when we keep holding on to the lesser things, we're flexing that muscle of taking lesser things. So we're practicing taking lesser things. And so when it comes time to like, no, I want to take the higher thing. I want to pick the best guy to date, the best woman to marry, or the best person as a friend, or the best school, or whatever, the best job. We don't. We're used to taking whatever's there, whatever the lowest thing is. And so you're not realizing, but you're treating yourself like garbage. And it's so funny. That's not funny at all. It's sad. That's why I'm making this video. But my friend found this meme and he said, it had Oscar the Grouch on it. One more second and then I'll wrap this up. Hi. Oh, wants to play, right? The dog is so cute. So it was Oscar the Grouch, the trash can guy, and he's like, just because we're trash doesn't mean we can't succeed. It's not trash cannot, it's trash can. And I was just laughing because it's like that same night I heard Latoya's video, like 2 hours later. She was making it probably at the same time I was getting that. She's like, God came and took me out of the trash, you know? And God can do that. Divine love, it doesn't, C.S. Lewis talks about that. He doesn't mind if we're waving our white flag. Love wants to love us always. But ask yourself, look, get some quiet in your life. It's really scary at first to be quiet because we're afraid of what's going to come up, and we're afraid of that horrible feeling of when I reached out my arms and they weren't there, you know. But when you get past that, that's when you become way more trusting. You become trusting, like, oh, that wasn't so bad. That was just 20 minutes of real crying, really getting into my authentic self, really showing myself I don't feel safe, or look at how beautiful it is. Like, this is believe. This is coming to you because someone wants to love you. Someone wants to love you. Because I'm giving my love freely to you. That's your sign. This is your sign, right? Because I've had 20 years of being a psychologist and lots more years practicing this and letting go of my old fears so that I could teach other people how to walk this path. Because I want you to know love. You're worth it. You've always been worth it. All right, much love.